Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Mii Weekly, this time for April 2nd, 2021. I'm Hero TJ, coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. Let's jump right in. Nintendo Wire had the honor of interviewing Team Ninja's Fumihiko Yusada and Makoto Shibata regarding the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection that was recently announced for Nintendo Switch. Nintendo and Team Ninja have definitely had a budding relationship over the past several years, including teaming up for 2019's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 The Black Order, and the Koei Tecmo division is gearing up for the Switch release of Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. In this interview, Team Ninja and Master Collection producer, Mr. Yusada, as well as director and writer, Mr. Shibata, shared some of their thoughts on where they'd like to see Ninja Gaiden protagonist Ryu Hayabusa end up next. I'm not going to go over the entire interview with you exhaustively right here, but there is one little part I want to point your attention to. Nintendo Wire points out that Hayabusa has crossed over into plenty of other games, from Dead or Alive to Warriors All-Stars, and then asks where Mr. Yasuda would like to see him go next. Mr. Yasuda's response is an answer I think many of us could get behind. He goes on to say, "If he could appear in Super Smash Bros., I'd be ecstatic. I'm waiting for our invite." Now, I don't really think that there's any reason to read anything into this. We do have 2 fighter spots left, and it is entirely possible that one of them could be filled by Ryu Hayabusa. He's not the only one that would be ecstatic. Ninja Gaiden has a long legacy, and a lot of fans going all the way back to the NES. Adding this fighter into Smash would be a good get for Smash fans, in my opinion. For the full interview, visit NintendoWire.com. I'll leave a link in the description. Last week, we got the announcement of a collaboration between Niantic and Nintendo to release an AR-based Pikmin app. Well, it turns out beta versions of the app are already being rolled out in Singapore, and the first gameplay details have been revealed. I'm getting this information from NintendoWire.com, which also sources Eurogamer and VGC. I'll link to the source articles in the description. The author of this article on Nintendo Wire is Reese Heather. Players begin their journey with Pikmin seedlings, which grow as users walk with the Pikmin app active. Once enough step energy has been generated, the Pikmin can be plucked and individually named. All 7 species of Pikmin, red, blue, yellow, purple, white, rock, and winged from the mainline franchise, are included. On the phone screen, Pikmin will follow the player's avatar as they explore the real world, similar to Pokemon Go. Apparently, Decor Pikmin can be encountered, which are costume Pikmin variants with attire themed around the place that they're found. Existing Pikmin in your party can transform into Decor Pikmin by interacting with them in certain places, or they can be grown from big seedling items. As players walk, new seedlings can be found, and Pikmin can pick up items along the journey, including fruit. Fruit can be turned into nectar, which can be fed to Pikmin to allow their flowers to bloom. Tapping on flowers will allow you to collect petals of various colors, which can be used in flower planting mode. This mode causes flower trails to form as you walk, making seedling in your item bag grow faster and new seedlings easier to find. The Pikmin app also features a life log, which players can use to record daily activities with text and pictures. Here you can also view your step count, places visited, flower planting results, and captured photos. A daily look back will appear at the end of each day, offering an animated summary of the player's progress. If players make enough steps during a single day, they'll be given a go at a propeller minigame that offers a chance to win a free item. Despite the numerous gameplay details going public, it seems Niantic is discouraging players from sharing images and footage of the game online. So who knows how much of this beta will be reflected in the final game? Maybe some user feedback could influence the design. I don't really know what I expected initially. I'm a walker by nature. I walk every day. I don't have a car here in Taiwan, so walking is a way of life. Am I going to be enticed to pull out my Pikmin app? I'm not sure. Do these new details make me more excited about the app? Not really, but I'm definitely going to give it a go. Okay, so on the Animal Crossing front, we have an update for our Animal Crossing New Horizons smartphone Nook Link app, adding Nook points, and also Katrina's Words of Wisdom. So it looks like logging in once per day will add Nook points, and you can redeem these points for special items in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I haven't personally had a chance to check it out myself, so let's do it together right now and see what all the fuss is about. First, I'll go into my Switch Online. I'm gonna select Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yeah, I've been updated. Nook points, so I'm gonna click on that and see what that gives me. Yes, today I am blessed with 2 times the Nook points. Oh, and look, Katrina's down there. Enjoy your words of wisdom from the great Katrina herself. Well, first let's get our points. Got 'em. 20 points in the bank. All right, Katrina's Words of Wisdom. Write someone a letter, then write more letters until you've formed a paragraph. Remember, my advice may be taken or ignored, but never refunded. I didn't realize how much I missed Katrina until just this very moment. For those of you who are not aware, maybe if New Horizons is your first game, Katrina is a returning character. She and I bonded quite a bit in New Leaf. So I can also check my redemption history, which I obviously don't have any because you just witnessed the entirety of my history. But let's see what items I can redeem it for. Yeah, here we go. We got the Nook Ink poster, Nook Ink door plate, an Aloha Edition carrying case, Timmy and Tommy photo, Tom Nook photo, and Isabel photo. So there you go. Just another way for you to be able to interact with Animal Crossing New Horizons. I don't know that I'm gonna add this to my daily to-do list, but maybe from time to time I might pop in. Of course, if they add some super sweet must-have items, that will get me in here. I'm looking at you, Legend of Zelda 35th Anniversary crossover. In Smash news, we've got an upcoming Monster Hunter Rise event, which will add to the game 3 new spirits from Monster Hunter Rise. Headed to the Spirit Board. You know how important it is for me to stay up to date on my Super Smash Bros. Spirit collection. This event begins April 2nd. Hey, that's today! And will continue till April 7th. Actually, is this already live now? I'm gonna see. No, they're not presently available at the time of this recording, but I'm definitely adding it to my to-do list. Okay, breaking news, people. This just in. No sooner did I finish recording than the spirits went live. This is not a drill. It's monster hunting time. All right, first up, we're getting that cat. Come on. Boom, smash off stage. Careful, careful, fire! Got him. All right, what do? You gonna give me some mushrooms or some rambling mushrooms? Okay, thanks, goodbye. Next up, doggo. Brace yourself, pup. You're gonna be joining the pack pretty soon. Hi-ya! Haha, got him. Ready. Aim! Fire! Yes! What do? Yeah, speed, that's what I'm talking about. And finally, the beast himself, Magnamalo. I might not be able to hunt you in Monster Hunter, but in Smash Bros, you're mine, baby. Oh, stamina battle. Bring it! Kamehameha! Ha ha! Alright, it's not over yet. Focus, TJ. Steady, steady. Now! Yes! Success! Alright, what do, beastie? Fist up. Okay, I don't know enough about the Monster Hunter series to understand why that makes sense, but your spirit is mine! Okay, sorry about that little interruption, folks. I kind of freaked out. I realize when it comes to trying to maintain a complete spirit collection, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I can go a little bit overboard. I can be a bit extreme. I do have a problem, but it's okay. Moving on. Now playing. Actually, it's really more not playing this week. I have been jumping into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate quite a bit, collecting footage for an upcoming video that I hope to be able to share with you guys next week. I'm really excited about it, but it isn't exactly playing for fun. And last week I did buy Monster Hunter Rise. I don't know exactly what it was. Something came over me. I tricked myself into thinking I might have time to play it. I got a message from my younger brother who is a huge Monster Hunter fan, and he said, "Yikes, I'm at 58 hours in Monster Hunter already." That's pretty intense. And that got me thinking about what other games I bought with the genuine intention of playing them, but just never getting around to it for whatever reason. Either the game didn't grab me, I never had the time, or it wasn't quite what I expected. And the first one that jumps to my mind is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. I really had a lot of fun with the X-Men Legends games for the GameCube. Me and some of my more gamery friends would 4-player pound the daylights out of all those enemies. Leveling up the characters was super cool. It was very easy to understand and play. Anyone could jump in at any time, and the roster of characters was pretty much everyone you could hope for. And it really seemed like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 shared a lot of the same qualities, and I actually think it does. My youngest son is super into Spider-Man right now, and we don't have PlayStation, so I thought this might be a fun way for him to assume control of the web slinger. And he really had a lot of fun with it for about 5 minutes. I don't really know how deep the game is, but it is a little too complex for a 4-year-old to play by himself, and it just was not interesting to my other 2 kids. He did convince my wife to play with him for a while, but none of us found the game really that interesting. And it's probably the most I've paid for any game on the Switch. With the DLC pack, I think it set me back like $80. The funny thing is, a few days before I bought that game, I bought this little shovelware app called Hungry Shark World. It was selling for like $1, and I had a little bit of gold points, so I got the game literally for free. And I've probably played that 100 times more than Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Hungry Shark is about as basic as it gets. You're just a hungry shark swimming around the ocean, eating everything. People, other fish. As you play, you unlock different gear that makes your sharks stronger. You can get bigger sharks that can eat bigger things. The game loop is kind of addicting. And since the goal of the game is just to see how long you can keep your shark alive before they starve to death, the games tend to be pretty short. So you can rack up a few runs pretty quickly and have a fairly full experience in bite-sized portions. No pun intended. The biggest criticism I'll say about the game, though, is I've never turned it off. It's only ever crashed on me. And it crashes all the time. This is one buggy app. Because the commitment factor is so low, and because the game was free, I'm not going to complain that much, but man, this game crashes all the time. Literally every single time. My goal is not to see how long I can keep the hungry shark from starving to death. My goal is to see how long I can play it before it crashes. But that said, you never know what's going to stick. You got this super well put together game in the form of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which is a completely competent title, made by professionals, featuring some of the most famous characters in the world, and here I am preferring to play this buggy little shark game. What can you do? This episode's Spirit of the Week comes from Thomas Lopez. We're looking at number 1100, the Legend Class, Taboo. Taboo is a Super Smash Bros. Original, first appearing in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. He's the final boss of Brawl's Adventure Mode, the Subspace Emissary. He's the ruler of Subspace and master of operations. Taboo uses his Chains of Light to puppet Master Hand and force him to do his bidding. And Taboo's wings emit these energy surges that instantly turn all the fighters into trophies. Equipping the Taboo Spirit raises your PSI attack. Thanks, Thomas, for the suggestion. If there's a particular spirit you'd like to see featured as the Spirit of the Week, leave your suggestion in the comment section below, and if yours is selected, you'll be recognized in the episode with an on-screen credit, just like Thomas. Now it's time to sound off. Well, friends, I've officially been doing Mii Weekly for 3 months now, and I basically want to check in with you. Here we are already 1 quarter through the year, and I'm looking for sort of a progress report, I guess. If you made it this far into the episode, I know I'm probably talking to friends, who at least have more than a passing interest in the show, because you did make it all the way to the end, and I'd really like to get your thoughts about anything. What do you think of the various segments of the show? I know the headlines are the highlight, and I've already had to retire Joys and Cons for the time being, as I discovered it's a bit of a time sink. My main reason for doing this show in the first place is as an outlet to channel some of my Nintendo-centric energies. That's why I want to share with you what I'm playing from week to week, because I'm excited to talk about games, and what I've been playing most recently is what's on my mind. I like featuring a spirit each week because it's a chance for me to interact with you guys a little bit, and also spotlight one of my favorite things about this iteration of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and of course, the sound off section where I get to talk directly with you and hopefully get a response. So that said, even though the show is more of a personal outlet, I also want it to be enjoyable to watch. So any feedback is welcome, and I have no ego about this thing, so you don't have to worry about hurting my feelings. I'm really looking for some honest feedback. Thank you so much for tuning in week after week. I really look forward to our time together. Until next time, this is Hero TJ signing out. Thanks for playing.